One, two, three.
Good evening and welcome to the St. Michael's University School Grade 12 graduation ceremony. Please remain standing and join together in the singing of O Canada.
Please be seated. Good evening. It's a genuine pleasure to welcome everyone to the graduation ceremonies for St. Michael's University School. Please bear with me while I welcome some of our more far-flung guests today who have come great distances. It's a bit of a tradition, but it's also a bit of a test. Bonjour, c'est un grand plaisir de vous souhaiter tous bienvenue ici à St. Michael's University School. Buenos días, es mi placer tener a todos ustedes aquí en St. Michael's University School. Guten Tag. Es ist ein großes Vergnügen, Sie alle hier in St. Michael's University School zu willkommen. Ngon Funying Ne De Lai Do Li Do Sam Gun St. Michael's University School. 안녕하세요. St. Michael's University School 에와 초소 고맙습니다. 오하요 고자이마스. 혼jitsu wa waza kokoni okoshi kudasari arigato gozaimasu. Sao an, Jingqing Fei Chong Huaning Niman Dao, St. Michael's University School. These are some of the languages of the world and some of the languages of St. Michael's University School. At the grad gala on Saturday night, Mr. Rodford observed that 90% of the possible families were represented on that occasion from all over the world. Welcome, everybody. Starting in the late 1990s, the school deliberately started to broaden our international and economic diversity. In 1996, for instance, the school gave out approximately $200,000 of financial aid to students who otherwise wouldn't be able to afford the school. We now give out $2.2 million. In 1996, our student body comprised about 10 different nationalities. This year, there are 26. At the grade 9 to 11 closing on Friday, for instance, among the speakers were students from Kazakhstan and Oman, recent additions. This past September, the flags that fly in the quad outside my office had grown in variety, as is the case in most years. What is the spirit of this desire for diversity? Fundamentally and simply, it's the belief that diversity enriches everyone. that past experiments in purifying or cleansing the demographic strain show that that direction is disastrous. The strength of a community is not its fences, but its embrace. For our students, we want them to walk on the world stage as capably as students from anywhere, and it helps them to go to school with students who make up that world stage. Of course, managing the interactions of this diversity is not an easy thing. In both the UK and the US right now, some people are using their political processes to focus on the risks and dangers of diversity rather than the benefits. Even in a microcosm like our own school, we have to be wary of how we engineer togetherness, and we also have to be humble about expecting too much harmony. To give a personal example, on Saturday night at the gala, a grandparent of one of our grads greeted me and my wife, and we had an animated conversation. After she left, I turned and explained to my table her connection to the particular grad who would be mortified if I mentioned his name. And I explained that this was also the woman that set me and my wife up on our first date. Yes, I and my wife are products of a blind date. However, I know that our bliss is not the universal result of blind dates. The tradition of matchmaker has died out for good reason, except, of course, in the case of me and my wife. The school has to be careful about engineering relationships. At the same time, the pursuit of diversity can't just be left to chance. To give another personal illustration, recently my son was married. Like just about every father or mother, I met each successive girlfriend with curiosity, skepticism, some secret examination, and a tremendous amount of restraint. How is this possibly going to work out? You wonder, and then you hold your breath. On the occasion of my son's wedding, happily, I was able to say that of all the girls that my son brought home, his new wife was the best and, need I say, the only one of which I wholeheartedly approved. We know that Cupid's reputation is for mischief rather than harmony, so we shouldn't apply it at our school, nor should we forget that in bringing diverse people together. Life's lessons teach us to exert neither too much control nor too little. We do believe that creating a diverse community is a good thing. And I'm going to share with you a story that's a bit more serious, which some of you have heard before, a couple of years ago. I want to talk a little bit about an alum of the school named John Nation. John graduated from the school in 1930, and he was a long-serving board member at the school. We have a major prize that will be presented tonight called the Nation Bowl. John died several years ago, but before then, he attended event after event at the school, especially the Remembrance Day service. His daughter always brought him in a wheelchair in later years. However, soon he became too infirm, and then once he reached the age of 90, he became quite ill. He was fading quite fast when his daughter phoned me up and said that John would like a visit. By that time, I knew he'd been bedridden for some time, but I went over to their house. When I got there, he was sitting up. Not only was he sitting up, but he was wearing his school cricket sweater from 1930. He was wearing his blazer, he was wearing his school tie, and gray flannels. His crest was still almost in pristine condition. We had a great conversation. He thought that the school, or the world rather, had had its share of sad events happening, and he wasn't too confident about the future. And he said that he was amazed at the variety of students, the variety of ethnicities that we had at our school. And he said, keep doing that. Those were his exact words. He said, this is the hope of the future. Our schools doing things like this. So we don't follow matchmakers, we don't follow Cupid, but we do follow the wisdom of our elders. A group of men and women who live and breathe this ideal are our teachers. I thank them for the job they do in bringing forth from the young men and women in our school the great potential that is theirs. A few of our teachers will not be with us next year. Jeff Taylor, senior English teacher, will be taking a year's leave of absence. Bruce Maxwell has served as this year's Hinton Chair, coming to us from Montreal to spend the year spreading his influence. He has been teaching law and history. He'll return to Selwyn House in Montreal next year. Heather Clayton has spent 6 years as our Director of Learning, our first Director of Learning. Parents will know her from our wildly successful Brain Week that takes place in April. They will also know her from the parent education evenings that she has conducted. She is going off to Ontario next year to become a consultant in leadership and coaching. Toshi Thumb Sensei, is retiring this year, having taught at the school since 1991. During this time, she has forged close and affectionate relationships consistently and universally with her students. She has taken trips to Japan. She has been a dedicated teacher, and she holds an inestimable record. She has never missed a day of school since 1991. Another retiring teacher is Bill Buckingham, who arrived at the school in 1989. During his time, Bill has done a myriad of things serving our students. He's been head of our computer department. He's taught physics. He's been a teacher. He's been a builder of boats and of character. He's coached sports, including soccer and cycling. I believe he will be remembered most for what you may remember best tonight. He has played the bagpipes on all of our formal occasions at the school. Finally, Margaret Skinner is retiring after 30 years as a teacher at our school. Margaret has been a dedicated mathematics teacher. She has the classroom above me. Sometimes it sounded more like rugby, I confess. The most physical mathematics I have ever heard taught in my life as a teacher. That contrasts deeply with the wonder of her skill playing the piano. She has been our accompanist for so many musical performances, especially in the chapel, leading the school in our hymns, the school song. To all of these teachers, on behalf of the school, I want to thank them, the ones who are departing, and I also want to thank those who are staying for their outstanding contribution. They create the excellence that we pursue. Grads, we who have taught you know that in doing so we work in the service of something larger than we are, your future. You're now moving on to new adventures and new worlds. For you grads, I have no advice, only aspirations. I hope you feel a sense of liberation as you graduate. I hope your diploma has been earned at the expense of some trials, some bruises, some late nights, and some skinned knees. If so, it will mean something special. All the rules and guidelines of school are part of the great project of education, which is to free young people to be most fully themselves and then to stay free. I hope you have become better at thinking for yourself, at speaking for yourself, and at shaping your world. In closing, I simply ask you to remember us who have taught you for the best that we have done. We will certainly remember you fondly and vividly for the best that you have done. Vivat. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Snowden. My name is Andy Rodford, and I am the director of the senior school and deputy head of school. And it's my honor to host this celebration of the talents and accomplishments of some amazing young men and women. I share Mr. Snowden's welcome to this familiar yet transformed space where we'll share this wonderful opportunity to watch your graduating son or daughter, both in person and on this giant screen. Note to self, grads, you can't see the screen, but everybody can see you as they move back and forth all through the service. Just note to self. After which we'll immediately recess to the Crothall Center Quad for pictures, refreshments, and further celebrations. It's now my pleasure to begin the celebration of our graduates. As you know, our academic advising system is led by a group of 4 remarkable educators who collectively guide and support our grade 10, 11, and 12 students through their course selections, their academic success planning, and their university applications, respectively. And that, of course, is just the tip of the iceberg of this important relationship between our students and these remarkable advisors. With this said, it is then fitting for each advisor to recognize and celebrate the accomplishments of their individual students with a graduation tribute as they walk across the stage to receive their diploma, a congratulatory handshake from Mr. Snowden, and an official welcome into the St. Michael's University School Alumni Association. As a final group of the day, our graduate lifers will be celebrated with a special handshake from Angelina Agathopoulos from the junior school, and each student will be referenced using the Virtues Project, a worldwide initiative which serves humanity by supporting the moral and spiritual development of all people. With a heartfelt appreciation to Doreen Metcalf, a cherished faculty member, the Virtues Project is embedded in the curriculum of our junior school, and it seems appropriate to bring what the Virtues Project refers to as gifts of character full circle to recognize our lifer students. Along with celebrating the graduates, each recipient of a major award will be announced by their respective academic advisor during the presentation of their tribute as they cross the stage to receive their diploma. For the reference, the description of all major awards can be found in the latter pages of the program. It's now my pleasure to invite Kate Knight to the podium to begin the proceedings and to recognize her group of this year's graduating class. Kate.
I would like to take this opportunity on behalf of the academic advisors to acknowledge this group of fine young people who are launching themselves into the post-secondary world. As you listen to the description for each graduate, crafted with the help of their homeroom teachers, advisors, and supporters, you will hear that we have students going far and wide, as well as near to home, wherever home is for our diverse grad class of 151 students. We know that each one has chosen his or her path with the support and guidance of many: parents, family, teachers, coaches, house parents, and friends, but the final choice was their own, and great adventure awaits. I would like to call upon Bob Snowden, head of school, and Blair Hagel, chair of the board, to present the students with their records of achievement and graduation diplomas. I also invite Jeremy Cordell to the stage to give the graduates an official welcome into the Alumni Association. We begin with Melanie Ashton. Melanie joined us in grade 5 at the junior school. She has been head of the school dance committee, a student ambassador, and involved with the grad fashion show. Notorious for being waylaid by her malfunctioning car, we are confident Melanie will make it on time next year to the Haskayne School of Business at the University of Calgary. Lizzie Bailey. Lizzie is a Timmins House boarder who joined us in grade 9. She was a member of Service Council, and her highlights from her time at SMU included service trips to Thailand, Cambodia, and Buenos Aires. In Timmins, she was always willing to help others and support her sisters. Lizzie will be taking a gap year to work and travel. Sid Bogman. Sid joined the senior school for grade 9. As a Pride Alliance facilitator, Raoul in the Phantom of the Opera, and a member of both concert band and the orchestra, Sid was involved in many aspects of SMU. He has also lent his voice to both advocacy and action at the local, provincial, and national levels. Next year, Sid will bring his leadership and talents to the Communication and Media Studies program at Carleton University in Ottawa. Sid is a recipient of the Darlene McHugh Award for his outstanding contribution to our community by building bridges for the betterment of the school. Dimitri Baroto. Dimitri is a Bolton House lifer who started at the middle school in grade 8 and served as boarding prefect. He was part of the intercultural, prefect, and service councils. Highlights for Dimitri were the service trip to India in grade 9 and being part of the outdoor leadership program. He was also a member of the basketball and soccer teams and helped capture the provincial pennant this year on the first 15 rugby squad. He will be attending the University of Toronto in the Faculty of Arts and Sciences. Karen Cooper. Karen has been with us throughout high school as a day student. She was on the Sustainability and Outdoor Councils and is head of the book club. She also participated in the senior school musical, The Phantom of the Opera, and on the squash team. Karen will bring her quiet leadership and passion for the environment to Acadia University in Nova Scotia to study biology. For her outstanding achievement in science, Karen is a recipient of the Alumni Association Award, and for her excellent contribution to the school, she is also a recipient of the Headmasters Award. Liam Dyson. Liam joined us in grade 7 at middle school. He was an active member of the History is Cool Club, as well as the jazz band and golf team. He was also a B-Team Bandits basketball player. Liam will bring his thirst for knowledge and love of great debates to St. Michael's College at the University of Toronto to study political science and economics. Ben Edwards. Ben joined us in grade 8 at middle school. He was an active member of the community, involved with the Athletics Council and Break the Cycle, along with the soccer, basketball, and cricket teams. He also currently plays cricket for Team BC. Ben's destination next year is the University of Calgary, where he will study commerce. Leanne Farkas. Leanne is a day student who started at the school in grade 5. She was involved in a variety of school activities, including a lead role this year in The Phantom of the Opera. She is also an active equestrian. Leanne's plans for next year include attending the University of Guelph to study bioveterinary science. David Gardner. David is a day student who started with us in grade 9. He most enjoyed his time involved with music and theater, including the concert band, the Phantom of the Opera, Tartuffe, and Our Town. He was also a wind player in the orchestra. David is planning to study psychology at the University of Victoria. Lauren Gilmore. Lauren started with us in grade 11 as a day student. She was a valued member of Service Council, formed part of the senior school musical team, and showcased her considerable artistic talent over the past 2 years. Lauren will be moving across the country to Kingston, Ontario to attend Queen's University. Kelly Gu. Kelly is a Winslow boarder who joined SMU in grade 10. She was a valued member of Intercultural Council, the Business Club, and served as an official scorekeeper. Kelly will be pursuing post-secondary studies at either Simon Fraser University here in British Columbia or heading overseas to Monash University in Melbourne, Australia. Ray Hahn. Ray started at the school in grade 11. He participated in the 30-hour famine, Amnesty International, and was part of the cross-country team and the knitting club. This fall, Ray will bring his quiet leadership to the University of British Columbia, where he will pursue a degree in science. Joseph Johnson. Joe joined SMU as a day student at the junior school in grade 4. He was a member of the student council as well as the rugby and soccer teams. Next year, he will be moving just up the street to study business at the University of Victoria. Jasper Johnston. Jasper is a day student who joined SMU in grade 4. This year's head boy, Jasper made the most out of each day by embracing many facets of school life. He was involved with various groups, including the admissions, prefect, and sustainability and outdoor councils, as well as taking part in the sailing, soccer, and track and field teams. He also participated in the senior school musical every year, played cello in the orchestra, developed his leadership skills through organizing the annual 30-hour famine, and honed his public speaking talent in the Adventures in Public Discourse Club. Jasper will bring his enthusiasm and brilliant time management skills to Harvard College next year, where he will study social sciences. For excellence in character, athletics, fine arts, scholarship, and leadership, Jasper is a recipient of the Kerr Cup. Chloe Keeler-Young. Chloe is a day student who joined us in middle school in grade 6. She was a member of Athletics Council, served as a link leader, and participated in Free the Children. She has also played on the basketball and field hockey teams. Chloe plans to pursue a degree in kinesiology at the University of Calgary. Mehrab Kazai. Mehrab is a Bolton House lifer, having joined the middle school in grade 8 from Iran. Known for his wonderful sense of humor, Mehrab has been a strong leader in the house. He participated as a link leader and on the rugby team. He enjoyed making friends from all over the world and appreciated the support from his parents. Just decided this afternoon at 2 p.m., Mehrab will be pursuing management studies at Western University in Ontario. Matthew Lane. Matthew is a day student who joined us at the junior school in grade 4. He was born in South Africa and moved to Victoria in 2005. He has been a part of Amnesty International and the JAG school newspaper and is also a very talented artist. Matthew will be attending Camosun College next year to complete the comics and graphic novels program. Tim Liu. Tim is a Harvey House boarder who has been with us since grade 9. He was always incredibly polite and gracious in the boarding house, a highly respected unsung leader. Tim was a member of the Business Club Executive and played on the cricket, rugby, and soccer teams. Tim will attend McGill University in Montreal. Vicky Liu. Vicky is a boarder who started at the school in grade 9. She was the head of Timmis House and was instrumental in making the house a home for the other girls. Volunteering was a priority for her with the Intercultural Association of Greater Victoria and Jubilee Hospital. She was also on the Intercultural Council and part of the Business Club, Outdoor Leadership, and Duke of Edinburgh Award. Vicky will attend New York University. Santiago Mazoy. Santiago is a Harvey House boarder who joined us in grade 11 as the recipient of the Best School Year Ever boarding scholarship. He was a member of the Admissions, Athletics, and Intercultural Councils and served as head of Harvey House. Santiago was also a link leader and played on many teams, including rugby, cross-country, sailing, and soccer. He will be taking a semester to work and travel before heading to university in Mexico. As someone whom we would want as our next-door neighbor for his kindness and commitment to community, Santiago is recognized as a recipient of the Nation Bowl. Rahul Nair. Rahul is a day student who joined SMU in grade 10. He was involved in Intercultural Council and served as co-head of Service Council. He was also a valued member of the basketball and rowing teams. Rahul will attend Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario to study economics. For his outstanding commitment to our school's service work, Rahul is a recipient of the Brian Dyer Award. Ethan Otto. Ethan began as a day student at SMU in the junior school in grade 4. Highlights for him included playing the roles of Phantom in The Phantom of the Opera and Tartuffe in the school play. He was also a member of the sailing team. Ethan credits the music program at SMU for shaping the career he wants to pursue. Without it, he would never have developed as a singer. He will continue to hone his craft at the University of Victoria, where he will study classical voice performance. For his dedication and outstanding success in musical theater, Ethan is a recipient of the Colin Skinner Award. Ajay Parikh Fries. Ajay joined SMU in grade 7 as a day student. He was a member of Arts Council, and one of his fondest memories was playing Phantom in The Phantom of the Opera. He also performed at the Free the Children Gala and took part in outdoor leadership. Next year, Ajay will be traveling in Japan and Australia, interning in London, England, and pursuing his passion for music before settling into post-secondary studies in 2017. For his dedication and outstanding success in musical theater, Ajay is a recipient of the Colin Skinner Award. Artem Sakbiev. Artem has been a Bolton House boarder since starting at SMU in grade 8. Known for his stoicism and dry sense of humor, Artem is a man of few words who prefers to do rather than talk. He was a member of the Athletics and International Councils and played on the soccer and rugby teams. He also joined the 2015 rugby tour to Europe and has won 2 provincial titles with the team. Artem will attend McGill University in Montreal. Angela Saunders. Angela is a day student who joined us in grade 10. She was a member of Service Council and Free the Children. Highlights of her time at SMU included serving as a link leader and the service trip to Nicaragua. Angela will bring her positive energy to Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario, where she will study nursing. Tyler Strandberg. Tyler joined us at the middle school in grade 6. He was a member of Student Council and the Mandarin Club. He also played on the rugby and soccer teams. One highlight of his SMU career was the rugby tour to Spain and Portugal last year. This fall, Tyler will attend the University of British Columbia. Olivia Tognella. Olivia is a day student who joined us in grade 8. She enjoyed her involvement in service leadership, participating actively in events such as Cops for Cancer, Canstruction, and Out of the Rain dinners. She was also a member of the track and field team and played ice hockey outside of school. Olivia will attend the University of Victoria this fall to study humanities. Bernard Tung. Bernard is a day student who started at the senior school in grade 10. He was a member of Academic Council and the Math and Photography clubs. He particularly enjoyed his time in outdoor leadership and as a link leader, as well as playing with the rugby and tennis teams. Bernard is heading to the University of Waterloo to study electrical engineering. For his excellent contribution to the school, Bernard is a recipient of the Headmaster's Award. Iris Wang. Iris is a boarder in Timmins House who started with us in grade 10. She is a talented traditional Chinese dancer who performed in the BC Annual Hospital Fundraising Recital for the past 3 years. Iris is also a beautiful songwriter and musician. She will be attending the University of California at Los Angeles to study sociology. Jane Wong. Jane is a Simon's House boarder who joined SMU in grade 11. She was a member of the Intercultural Council and served as head of Simon's House, where her good nature and sense of humor were ever present. She was also a member of the rugby and track and field teams. Jane will attend Simon Fraser University to study criminology. Michael Wong Harrison. Michael started with us in grade 4 in the junior school. He participated in academic council and particularly enjoyed his time in the yearbook club and jazz swing band. He was also a member of the cross country and track and field teams. Michael will attend the University of Victoria. Sherry Yang. Sherry is a Winslow boarder who joined SMU in grade 10. Sherry participated in Intercultural Council, was involved with the musical backstage crew, and took a lead role with the fashion show committee. She was also head of the scorekeeping club. Sherry will bring her determined nature to the University of British Columbia to pursue film studies. Senna Yoon. Senna began at the middle school in grade 4 as a day student. She participated in the Admissions and Intercultural Councils, Fashion Show Lead Committee, and Model United Nations, and held leadership roles with the Adventures in Public Discourse Club and Diversity and Leadership Conference. She also played in the orchestra and on the badminton team. Senna will attend the University of British Columbia. For her outstanding commitment to community service outside of the school, Senna is a recipient of the Bruce Salver Award. Yi Zhang. Yi is a boarder in Winslow who began at SMU in grade 10. Her extensive involvement in the school community included Our Town and the School Musical, organizing leadership conferences, service council, the Duke of Edinburgh Award, and serving as a link leader. She was also a committed member of the cross-country, sailing, squash, and track and field teams, a dedicated volunteer at the Royal Jubilee Hospital and 10,000 Villages, and participated in the Mexico and Argentina service trips. Yi will attend the University of Waterloo to study engineering. For her outstanding achievement in science, Yi is a recipient of the Alumni Association Award. She is also a recipient of the Headmaster's Award for her excellent contribution to the school. Pink Zhang. Pink is a Simon's House boarder who started at the school in grade 10. She developed her leadership skills serving as head of the scorekeeping club and looks back with fond memories on the Mexico service trip. Pink will bring her quiet kindness to her studies at either the University of Toronto or the University of British Columbia. Skylar Zhang. Skylar is a Timmins House boarder who joined SMU in grade 10. She was head of the Health and Wellness Club, where she worked diligently to promote and support balance in our community. She has been a member of the Arts and Intercultural Councils, as well as the Business and Photo Clubs. Skylar is not afraid to take risks and challenge herself, as evidenced by her participation with the inaugural girls rugby team. Skylar will pursue post-secondary studies at the University of Toronto. I will now ask Timio Calistro to come to the podium.
Thank you, Ms. Knight. Amanda Allison. Amanda is a day student who started at SMU in grade 6. This year, she enjoyed participating in the senior school musical and at the recitation evening. She was also a member of the knitting club, as well as being a link leader. Amanda will be heading to Vancouver to study arts at the University of British Columbia this fall. Jameson Cairns. Jameson is a Barnacle House boarder who started at the school in grade 11. He was a member of the school prefect council and service council. He provided comic relief in Legally Blonde and in residence, and also volunteered with peer counseling. He will be attending Western University in the fall to pursue a degree in business management and organizational studies. Conrad Chin. Conrad started as a day student at SMU in grade 8. He has been a member of the Athletics Council and the Service Council, a link leader for new students at the school, and an accomplished triple jumper on the track and field team. He will be heading to the University of Victoria to study engineering in the fall. Aidan Cole. Aidan is a day student who began with us last year in grade 11. He was a member of Service Council, an experience that he counts as one of his highlights while at SMU. He also enjoyed his time in concert band, jazz band, orchestra, and the pit orchestra, while at the same time embracing the first 15 rugby team and the track and field team. He will be attending the University of Victoria this fall to study history and music. For his outstanding commitment to our school's service work, Aidan is a recipient of the Brian Dyer Award. Lucas DeVries. Lucas is a Barnacle House boarder from Nanaimo who started at the school in grade 10. He was the head of Athletics Council and also participated as a link leader. He helped to lead the Barnacle boys to 2 House Cups during his tenure. Despite some injuries, Lucas ends his SMU athletics career as a 3-time provincial champion and this year's Athlete of the Year. He will continue his future in rugby and his studies at the University of Victoria next year. Jack Forgrave. Jack is a day student who began at SMU in grade 5. He contributed to the school newspaper, the Ivy and the Jag, and was a member of the musical stage crew. He also participated in the Buddy Reading program. He will be studying social sciences next year at the University of Victoria. Sarah Hagel. Sarah is a day student who started at SMU in grade 8. While at the senior school, she was the co-head of service leadership, achieved her Silver Duke of Edinburgh Award, and participated in both Break the Cycle and Free the Children. She has collected a vast collage of memories along the way, from stacking cans with the Service Council to hours spent training with the volleyball and rowing teams. Sarah will continue her love of rowing while pursuing a degree at the University of Tulsa this fall. For her outstanding commitment to our school's service work, Sarah is a recipient of the Brian Dyer Award. Delphine G. Delphine is a day student who began at SMU in grade 8. She was head of Intercultural Council, played in the pit orchestra, spent time as a leadership and diversity pod leader, and was involved in Model UN. Trekking along as a member of the cross-country team and swinging for birdies on the badminton team rounded out her year, along with wordsmithing on the Jag. Delphine will be attending the University of Toronto in the fall to study life sciences. For her excellent contribution to the school, Delphine is a recipient of the Headmaster's Award. Sarah Jones. Sarah is a day student who started at the school in grade 7. This year's head girl, Sarah was a member of the school prefect council and the service council, both of which she describes as incredible learning experiences. During her 4 years on the senior campus, she joined the cross-country and swimming teams, and in her final year at SMU, she took on a lead role in the Phantom of the Opera. Sarah will be attending the University of Victoria to study sciences this fall. For excellence in character, athletics, fine arts, scholarship, and leadership, Sarah is a recipient of the Kerr Cup. Joshua Kahn. Josh is a day student who began at the junior school in grade 5. He has been a link leader and a member of the student council. He also helped with the grad committee and dance committee. The many hours spent on the rugby pitch, as well as in the backcountry, working towards his gold Duke of Edinburgh Award, will stay with him as he goes on to pursue an engineering degree at the University of Calgary. Kira Kawaguchi. Kira is a day student whose time at SMU began in grade 9. She was a member of the concert band and orchestra as a wind player. She also took part in Amnesty International and the Senior School Musical. She will be attending the University of Victoria this fall to study humanities. Alec Keach. Alex started at the junior school in grade 4. He made many fond memories on the basketball court as well as the soccer pitch. In addition, he was a member of student council, a link leader, and a participant on the service trip to Kenya. Alec will be attending the University of British Columbia this fall to study social sciences. Silka Kuhn. Silka is a day student who joined us in grade 11. She was a member of the school prefect council and the service council, the captain of the senior girls volleyball team, and a volunteer cultural ambassador for the Japanese exchange program. This year, she participated in the Link Leader program and was a diversity and leadership conference organizer. To top it off, she was also an accomplished member of the sailing team and the track and field team. After a much-deserved gap year spent traveling the world, she will be attending Middlebury College in Vermont. For excellence in character, athletics, fine arts, scholarship, and leadership, Silka is a recipient of the Kerr Cup. Kitty Liang. Kitty has been a Winslow House boarder since she arrived at SMU in grade 9 and was this year's head of house. She was a member of the Intercultural Council, the School Prefect Council, the badminton team, and the golf team, and was head of this year's photography club. A link leader and a peer tutor, she also participated in service trips to Mexico and Argentina. She will be attending New York University's Stern School of Business in the fall. Kathy Lynn. Kathy is a Winslow House boarder who started at SMU in grade 8. A member of the Arts Council and Intercultural Council, Kathy was most excited about her participation in the orchestra and the business club. She also played on the field hockey team and was a peer counselor. Kathy will be attending New York University to study liberal arts, the first year of which will be spent in Florence, Italy. Robin Noel. Robin is a day student who started at SMU in grade 6. An accomplished athlete on our basketball, soccer, and volleyball teams, she was a member of Athletics Council and the School Prefect Council. She was also involved in several service initiatives, including as a link leader and a participant in service leadership, Break the Cycle, Free the Children, and a service trip to India. She will be starting at the Sauder School of Business this fall at the University of British Columbia. As a strong athlete, scholar, and servant leader, Robin is recognized as a recipient of the Carol Lobb Award. Bryce Nerding. Bryce is a Barnacle House boarder who arrived at SMU for his grade 12 year. Hailing from Astoria, Oregon, he enjoyed his year as a member of the rowing crew that traveled to the National Regatta in early June. He will fondly remember studying calculus with Mrs. Skinner, and he will be heading back south to begin his studies at Oregon State University in the fall. Mia Roberts. Mia is a day student who began at SMU in grade 10. She was a member of the Athletics Council and the School Prefect Council. She also enjoyed her time as a link leader and as an accomplished athlete on the school's basketball, field hockey, and soccer teams. Mia will be attending Camosun College next year to pursue an exercise and wellness degree while playing varsity basketball for the Chargers. As a strong athlete, scholar, and servant leader, Mia is recognized as a recipient of the Carol Lobb Award. Jonas Robinson. Jonas is a day student who has embraced many facets of school life. His school highlights most definitely include triumphs on the basketball court and adventures on the field, both at home and abroad with the rugby team. He was a member of the Athletics Council and the School Prefect Council, participated in the outdoor leadership and experiential programs, and was also a link leader. He will be attending the University of Victoria in the fall. Michael Salmus. Michael is a Barnacle House boarder from Alberta who started at SMU in grade 10. A model citizen, he was elected as head of house, and under his leadership, Barnacle this year reclaimed the House Cup. He was a member of Service Council, a link leader, an outdoor leader, and a participant in this year's service trip to Argentina. He will be attending the University of Victoria in the fall to pursue a degree in engineering. Leo Shang. Leo is a Harvey House boarder who began at SMU in grade 9. A kind soul to all around him, he was a member of the business club, a scorekeeper at many athletic events, and a player on the rugby and badminton teams. He will be attending the University of British Columbia in the fall to study engineering. Lucas Simpson. Lucas is a day student who started with us in grade 5. He was head of outdoor council this year, and while at the senior school, enjoyed many outdoor educational opportunities such as whitewater kayaking and backcountry skiing. Lucas will be heading to the University of British Columbia this fall to pursue a degree in engineering. Haley Watson. Haley started with us as a day student in grade 11. Busy and always cheerful, she distinguished herself in many areas of school life, including service and athletics, and by helping to launch the school's first girls' rugby team. She will be attending the University of Victoria in the fall. For her outstanding commitment to community service outside of the school, Haley is a recipient of the Bruce Salver Award. Grace Wang. Grace is a Simons House boarder who started at SMU in grade 11. Always quiet and humble, she was house prefect and a member of the school prefect, intercultural, and service councils. She also played on the badminton and field hockey teams. She will be attending Michigan State University this fall to begin her studies in hospitality business. Belle Wu. Bell is a Barnacle House boarder who began at SMU in grade 9. He was a member of the athletics and intercultural councils, a peer tutor, a participant in the business club, and a volunteer on a service trip to Mexico. A scholar and an artist, Bell had his work displayed in local galleries and also took part in the senior soccer development team. He will be attending the University of Toronto this fall to study life sciences. Emily Wu. Emily is a Simons House boarder from Indonesia who began at SMU in grade 11. She participated in the Intercultural Council, played on the field hockey and rugby teams, and helped to organize the Leadership and Diversity Conference held this spring. She will be attending Simon Fraser University in the fall to pursue a degree in business. Kiko Wu. Kiko is a Winslow House boarder who started at the school in grade 8. The third child in her family to graduate from SMU, this talented artist was head of the grad fashion show and a member of the Intercultural Council. She was also a link leader and played on the badminton and squash teams. She will be attending the University of the Arts London this fall to study international fashion. Linda Zhu. Linda is a Simons House boarder who began at SMU in grade 9. A member of the Arts Council, she participated in vocal jazz and musical crew for 4 years. She also enjoyed the book club and outdoor leadership and counts as one of her highlights her service trip to Mexico. She will be attending the University of Toronto this fall to study life sciences. Yip Yao. Yip is a Timus House boarder from Hong Kong who joined SMU in grade 9. Always diligent and disciplined, she was co-head of the business club, a scorekeeper at athletic events, and a member of Intercultural Council. She also volunteered at the Royal Jubilee Hospital every week for 2 years. Yip will head east this fall to pursue an engineering degree at McMaster University. Patricia Yee. Patricia is a day student who began her time at SMU in grade 6. An excellent scholar, an accomplished rower, and a dedicated musician, she involved herself in school life as an enthusiastic member of the chapel team, school prefect council, and as co-head of the student council. Patricia will begin her studies in science this fall at the University of British Columbia. For her excellent contribution to the school, Patricia is a recipient of the Headmaster's Award. Jason Yu. Jason is a day student who began at the school in grade 4. He was a member of Academics Council, participated as a cello and alto saxophone player in orchestra and jazz band, and also played in the pit orchestra in the senior musical. On the squash court, he became a force to be reckoned with, distinguishing himself with multiple accolades. He will head south in the fall to the University of California at San Diego to study psychology. For his excellent contribution to the school, Jason is a recipient of the Headmaster's Award. Clement Zhang. Clement is a Bolton House boarder who started at SMU in grade 10. He enjoyed his time on the cricket team, shared his talents on the Chinese flute, and created some excellent sculptures and drawings while at the school. He will be attending McGill University in the fall to study life sciences. Thank you. I will now welcome Ms. Williams to the stage with the orchestra to perform our musical interlude.
Thank you to Ms. Williams and the orchestra for playing epic music, well played for the occasion. I would now like to welcome Jeremy Cordell of the SMU Alumni Association back to the stage, and joining him, Jose Fernandez Grandizo, representing the Parents Auxiliary, to join in congratulating the next group of graduates. Julia Chang. Born in Boston and raised in Taiwan, Julia joined SMU in grade 10 as a Timmis House boarder. She was a member of the Intercultural Council and the Business Club. She was also a peer tutor and co-head of the scorekeeping club, and she performed in the musical Spamalot. In the boarding house, Julia brought a gentle calm and was a model to those around her. This fall, Julia is excited to be heading to Boston University. Shako Chi. Shako joined Harvey House as a boarder in grade 10 and made a significant impact on the house with his gracious and polite demeanor. He has participated in the Intercultural Council and the Business Club, and he also played on the basketball team. Shako has thoroughly enjoyed his time here at SMU, and this coming fall he will be studying mathematics at the University of Waterloo. Bryn Erickson. Bryn joined SMU in grade 9 as a day student. She is proud of having stage managed the past 2 musicals, as well as taking leadership of our branch of Amnesty International for 2 years. Bryn participated in the 30-Hour Famine, the History is Cool Club, and spent time on the JAG newspaper as well. Bryn will be pursuing a study of modern languages at Bishop's University in Sherbrooke, Quebec next year, and for her excellent contribution to the school, Bryn is a recipient of the Headmaster's Award. Flora Fung. Flora joined the SMU community in grade 9 as a Simon's House boarder. She was a member of the Intercultural Council and was co-head of the math club for 2 years. She enjoyed her time in concert and jazz band and was also a strong player on both the badminton and squash teams. Her activities included outdoor leadership, the Mexico service trip, and achieving the Duke of Edinburgh Gold Award. In the fall, Flora will be studying electrical engineering and computer engineering at Carnegie Mellon University. For her excellent contribution to the school, Flora is a recipient of the Headmaster's Award. Aveen Glenn. Aveen joined SMU in grade 6 at the middle school. She was co-head of the Athletic Council and was involved as a link leader in Break the Cycle and as well with Free the Children. Aveen was a key member of the basketball, field hockey, and soccer teams. Her legacy at SMU will be one of strong, positive energy and leadership. She will be studying kinesiology at the University of Calgary this fall. As a strong athlete, scholar, and servant leader, Aveen is a recipient of the Carol Lobb Award. Josh Graffey. Josh started at the senior school in grade 9 as a day student. He was on the rugby team, a member of student council, and head of the grad committee. He has impacted SMU community with his quiet leading by example and his encouragement of others. Josh will attend Queen's University this coming fall, studying commerce. For his excellent contribution to the school, Josh is a recipient of the Headmaster's Award. Jordan Hibbert. Jordan is a day student who started at SMU in grade 5. He was a member of the student council this year, an active participant in outdoor leadership, and on the cross-country and rowing teams as well. Jordan will be headed to Canada's East Coast this fall to study engineering at Dalhousie University. Tiger Lee. Tiger was born in Xi'an, China, and came to SMU in grade 9, joining Barnacle House as a boarder. He was a member of the Academic Council, the Arts Council, and was co-head of the Math Club. His community service extended to volunteering as a peer tutor, involvement in peers, and participating on the Mexico service trip in his grade 10 year. Tiger's fine artwork, especially his photography, has been displayed in school and community art shows. During his time at SMU, he has enjoyed being a member of the development basketball team as well. Next year, Tiger will attend the University of Waterloo to study mathematics. Vanessa Lee. Vanessa was a Simons House boarder starting at the senior school in grade 10. She served on the Academic Council and the International Council. She enjoyed her time in the musical Spamalot in grade 10 and was also a member of the Business Club, the Mandarin Club, and the Fashion Show Club. Vanessa extended her interests in service during her time on the grad committee and her involvement in the Argentina service trip, as well as on the Asia Model UN service trip. She also helped with trip planning for the Mexico service trip. Vanessa will be attending the University of British Columbia in the fall. Desiree McIntosh. Desi joined the SMU community in grade 7 as a Timmins House boarder. She served on the Athletic Council, Service Council, and Student Council. Highlights for Desi included being part of Free the Children and Break the Cycle, as well as helping organize many boarding activities within Timmins. Desi enjoyed the experiential program and outdoor leadership, as well as her time on the service trip to India. She was also a member of both the rowing and squash teams. Desi plans to take a gap year, then enter Queen's University in the fall in 2017 to study science. Marcelo Olson. Marcelo started out at SMU's as a Bolton House boarder in grade 8, moved to Harvey House for a number of years, and finished up his SMU career as a day student. No matter where he was, he could be recognized by his colorful fashions and confident swagger. He was a member of the Student Council and played on the rugby team. This coming fall, Marcelo will attend the University of Colorado in Boulder. Timmy Chi. Timmy joined the SMU community in grade 8 as a member of Bolton House. He has participated in the Academic Council, Prefect Council, the Photography Club, and has played on both the basketball and tennis teams. Skiing was a highlight activity, as was his service trip to Mexico in grade 11. Timmy was a strong leader in Bolton House, and his dedication to the community led to his election as head of house. He spent almost 1/3 of his life in Bolton, and he reflects on these years as being transformative. He'll be remembered for sharing his guitar playing and music around the school. In September, Timmy will be going to Cornell University to study architecture. For his excellent contribution to the school, Timmy is a recipient of the Headmaster's Award. Hank Chan. Hank, a Shanghai native, joined SMU in Bolton House in grade 10, making his mark as a quiet but sage guide to his younger brothers in the house. He was a member of the Academic Council and the Math Club, always willing to make time for those struggling with their homework. The outdoor leadership program was a highlight of his time at SMU. Hank also captained the badminton team, rarely seen without his rackets strapped to his back. This September, Hank is off to suburban Boston to study at Brandeis University. Gloria So. Gloria joined SMU in grade 11 as a Simons House boarder when she moved to Canada from Hong Kong. She has been a member this year of the Health and Wellness Club and the Arts Council. She also enjoyed playing on the field hockey team. Gloria says her time here has allowed her to discover her true potential through learning about herself and society. Her passion for fashion could be seen in lots of places on campus, not the least including her designs being featured in this year's grad fashion show. Following her dreams this fall, Gloria will be studying fashion design at the London College of Fashion of the University of Arts, London. Madeline Standen. Maddie has been at SMU as a day student since grade 7. She was an active community member serving on the Arts Council and Student Council as a link leader and with Free the Children. She was also on the rowing team. A highlight of Maddie's high school experience was going on exchange to Australia. She adds that she loved every minute of being at SMU despite the long daily commute from North Saanich. This coming fall, Maddie will attend Queen's University in the Honors Science program. Abby Sun. Abby was a Timmins boarder who joined the house in grade 10. She is a member of the Arts Council, participated in the grad fashion show, and played on the field hockey team. The Mexico service trip was a highlight for her. Her artistic ability and her positive attitude made her a great big sister to the younger girls in her house. Abby will be going to the University of British Columbia in September to pursue a Bachelor of Arts degree. Yulin Sun. Yulin joined Timmins House when she arrived at SMU in grade 10. She was a member of the Intercultural Council, and a highlight of her time here was the service trip to Vietnam. Yulin was also an active squash and ultimate frisbee player in her time here. She was also a delegate at the International Model UN in Beijing and a part of the grade 10 experiential program. In the fall, Yulin will be heading to the University of Toronto to study sociology. Becca Thompson. Becca joined SMU as a day student in grade 9. An active member of our community, Becca was on the Academic Council, was editor of the JAG, and enjoyed playing in the pit orchestra for Legally Blonde and Phantom of the Opera. She participated in Amnesty International, earned silver and gold Duke of Edinburgh awards, and she played on the field hockey and soccer teams. She says she will miss deep language discussions with Miss McDonald and stories about Mr. Leggett's misadventures in chemistry. Becca will attend the University of Victoria to study health information science in the fall. As someone whom we would want as our next-door neighbor for her kindness and commitment to community, Becca is recognized as a recipient of the Nation Bowl. Yvonne Trenaistich. Yvonne began with us in grade 6 at the middle school. During his time at SMU, Yvonne was a member of the Student Council, the Mandarin Club, and the Grad Committee. He also worked backstage for the musicals and participated as a member of the school's track and field team. Yvonne will be remembered around campus for his quiet strength. In the fall, Yvonne looks forward to studying at the University of British Columbia. Kleist Yang. Kleist is a day student who started at SMU in grade 10. He was a member of the Arts Council and the Health and Wellness Club. This past spring, he enjoyed participating in the Japan culture trip. In the fall, Kleist will be attending the University of Victoria to study engineering. Beatrice Shang. Beatrice joined the SMU community in grade 11 as a member of Winslow House. She was on the Intercultural Council and played on the badminton team. Though she was only at the school for 2 years, she made a strong impression with her friendly, welcoming personality and her encouragement of others. Beatrice is looking forward to the fall when she'll be studying in San Francisco at the Hult International Business School. Edward Zhu. Edward joined SMU in grade 10 as a Barnacle House boarder. He enjoyed his time in outdoor leadership as well as on the cricket pitch. Edward will be fondly remembered on campus for his positive attitude and his winning smile. A strong student of mathematics, Edward will be heading to Wilfrid Laurier University, where he'll be in the Honors Business Administration program. I will now welcome Mrs. Allison McCallum to the podium.
Chelsea Bean. Chelsea joined the school in grade 9 as a day student. She was a member of Academics Council and Service Council, and she participated in Amnesty International. She's enjoyed volunteering for Hot Dog Wednesday and playing on the field hockey team. She's going on to study humanities and social sciences at the University of British Columbia. Sasha Bohm. Sasha started at SMUS in grade 10 as a Timmins House boarder hailing from North Vancouver. She brought a joyful energy to the boarding house, always willing to engage in activities and discussions to make the house a better place. She was a member of the School Prefect Council and the Service Council, and she also participated in Free the Children and on the soccer and volleyball teams. Sasha plans to go into sociology and psychology at Ryerson University in the fall. Matthew Cafaro. Matthew is a Harvey House boarder who came from Hinton, Alberta in grade 9. He was on the Arts Council, Boarding Wellness Council, and the School Prefect Council, and was also an executive of the Business Club. He especially enjoyed his time as a link leader, a member of the squash team, and a participant on the service trip to Argentina in 2016. He'll be starting his studies in the Bachelor of Arts at the University of Alberta Augustana campus. Brilliance Chen. Brilliance is a Winslow boarder who joined the school in grade 10. In addition to being a member of Academics Council and Business Club, she was also involved in numerous musical performances as part of vocal jazz ensemble, Spamalot, and Collegium Musicum. A keen outdoor education student and servant leader, Brilliance earned her gold level in the Duke of Edinburgh Award. She's planning to study at the University of Southern California this fall. Elaine Chen. Elaine came to school as a boarder in Simon's House in grade 10 after moving from Beijing, China. She participated in Intercultural Council and Service Council and took part in the service trip to Argentina in 2016. Elaine enjoyed being part of the senior school musicals, being a link leader, and playing on the field hockey team. She will begin a Bachelor of Science program at the University of British Columbia in the fall. Iris Deng. Iris joined Winslow House as a boarder in grade 11 from Jamaica and China. She was the head of the Arts Council and was in the Math Club, Business Club, Tech Club, Photography Club, and Yearbook Club. She was a frequent performer in school chapels and acoustic concerts and has demonstrated talent as a visual artist. Iris also shared her skills through peer academic coaching, took part in Model and UN, and took advantage of many more academic and artistic opportunities. She plans on attending either McGill or the University of Toronto in the fall. For her excellence and achievement in visual arts, Iris is a recipient of the Nesta Bowen Horn Award. Pablo Fernandez Garanzizo. Pablo is a day student who started at the school in grade 8. Born in Guadalajara, Mexico, he moved to Victoria when he was 13. He's a member of the School Prefect Council and Athletics Council. Playing on the basketball, rugby, and soccer teams has kept him busy, but he's also found time to enjoy the experiences of outdoor leadership. Next year, he'll be studying engineering at the University of British Columbia. For his excellent contribution to the school, Pablo is a recipient of the Headmaster's Award. Robert Fisher. Robert began at school in grade 4. He was a member of Academic Council and the squash team. Highlights for Robert have been his diverse areas of participation in the Math Club, the school newspaper, and the Phantom of the Opera. He was also involved in Model UN, and this past spring break, he went on the European Music and History Tour. Robert will be starting medical school in the fall, attending the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland. Senna Hay. Senna is a day student who came to SMUS in grade 9. She has been an Intercultural Council member and was head of the Anime Club. She also worked on the Grad Fashion Show as a member of the lead committee. She's thoroughly enjoyed studying Japanese while here, and she looks forward to fully immersing herself in its culture when she begins university in Japan next year. Emma Huser. Emma is a day student who began at the school in grade 6. She was involved in Arts Council and this year played a lead role in the musical. She enjoyed her involvement as a link leader who met new students and helped them settle into the senior school. Outside of school, Emma has been a successful horseback rider, and she hopes to continue riding while studying life sciences at Western University. For her dedication and outstanding success in musical theater, Emma is a recipient of the Colin Skinner Award. Artem Kagramanyan. Artem started at SMUS in grade 12 as a Bolton House boarder from Vancouver. Although Artie's time here was brief, it was an enjoyable experience that offered him the opportunity to develop an interest in ceramics and join the rowing team. He spent the majority of his time in the school gym while here, a place he hopes to return to next year as a supervisor while he attends the University of Victoria. Roy Koo. Roy has been a strong, positive force in Barnacle House since grade 9. This year, he earned his boarding colors for exemplary citizenship. Born in Hong Kong, he came to Canada in 2012. Roy spent time in Academics Council and on both the developmental basketball and soccer teams. He plans to attend Simon Fraser University this fall, where he will study communications. Grace Kwok. Grace is a Winslow boarder from Hong Kong who started at the school in grade 10. She's been a member of Intercultural Council and the School Prefect Council. Some of the highlights from her time here were the Mexico service trip in grade 10, being involved in Peers program, and the chance to play on the first girls rugby team. This fall, she'll head to the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland to study medicine. Katerina Lakatic. Katerina is a day student who joined the school in grade 9. She's been a member of academic and service councils and spent time as a link leader in service leadership and with Free the Children. In addition, she was also on the cross-country, tennis, and track and field teams. Born and raised in Victoria, Katerina speaks 4 languages and has been a dedicated volunteer at the Royal Jubilee Hospital for over a year. She'll be attending Western University next year, studying medical sciences. Pazit Latalmatas. Pazit started at the school in grade 8, but joined boarding in the Bolton House for his final year. Prom is a debt-strong and dynamic leader known for his kindness, a member of International Council and the School Prefect Council. He also played on the school's badminton, rugby, and soccer teams. This fall, he will be attending Queen's University to study engineering. Ryan Lee. Ryan began as a day student in grade 8. He was a member of the Academics Council, Sustainability and Outdoor Council, and the School Prefect Council. His highlights this year include the videos he's made leading 20 students to volunteer at the Oak Bay Half Marathon and breaking new records for Academic Council by tripling the number of students involved and securing the largest turnout for Brain Bowl. Ryan was also a member of the cross-country team. He will go on to study computer science and software engineering at the University of British Columbia. For his excellent contribution to the school, Ryan is a recipient of the Headmaster's Award. Angel Liang. Angel has been a boarder in Simon's House for the past 2 years, and she designed the new house shirt this year. She was a member of Intercultural Council, participated in boarding house duty, and was also on the Grad Fashion Show Committee. She will be heading to the University of Arts London to study fashion management this fall. Sean Leider. Sean began here in grade 6. A dedicated community member, he's been involved in the academics, athletics, service, and student councils. He's also an active member of the school's Mandarin Club. Born and raised in Victoria, Sean has thoroughly enjoyed all of the extracurricular activities offered at SMUS, particularly the experiential and outdoor leadership programs, and his time spent on the basketball court. He plans to attend the University of Victoria to pursue a degree in sciences. Ben Parker. Ben is a day student who joined us in grade 7. He was a member of Academics Council, Arts Council, and the Sustainability and Outdoor Council. He was also on the cross-country rowing and sailing teams. He particularly enjoyed his participation in the senior school musicals and ensembles. He will hone his considerable trumpet talent at McGill University for a year and then plans to go to Harvard College to study. For his excellence in music, Ben is a recipient of the Blencoe Cup. Chris Parkinson. Chris is a day student who started at the school in grade 6. Chris shared his considerable talent as a makeup artist to the middle school and senior school musicals and to the Grad Fashion Show. A member of Pride Alliance, he ran 2 successful workshops in the Diversity and Leadership Conference. Chris is taking a partial gap year to work and travel until starting an intensive program in makeup artistry at the Vancouver Film School. Juliana Pohl. Juliana is a Winslow house boarder who began here in grade 11. Born in Germany, she came to Canada for 1 year in grade 10 and liked it so much that she has decided to stay. She was on the Arts Council and particularly enjoyed her involvement in jazz band and orchestra. She was a participant in outdoor leadership and also a member of both the rowing and rugby teams. Next fall, Juliana will start her studies in science at Dalhousie University. Roy Rao. Roy joined us as a student in grade 10. He's a member of Arts Council in the school choir, where he enjoyed singing and playing the piano. He has volunteered at many events outside of school and has pursued work experience, business, and music education. This fall, he will be going to the University of Victoria to study commerce. Victoria Shukoff. Victoria is a Timmins house boarder who started at the school in grade 11. She shared her creative and varied interests willingly with other girls in the house and as a member of the Arts Council. She had roles in the musical for the past 2 years, was involved in outdoor leadership, and also played on the field hockey team. Victoria will spend next year doing a program with the Royal Conservatory of Music in Toronto before beginning a Bachelor of Business and Management at Durham University in England. For her dedication and outstanding success in musical theatre, Victoria is a recipient of the Colin Skinner Award. Michael Shen. Michael is a boarder in Harvey House who started at the senior school in grade 10. He is an international council member and was part of the business club, as well as being a minor official for indoor sports. When not scorekeeping, he played on the school's cricket team. He's enjoyed his time at SMUS and says that Harvey House was a great experience. He'll be heading to the University of Toronto to study math in the fall. Eric Skoronsky. Eric joined the school in grade 7 as a day student. A talented percussionist, he's played in the jazz band and concert band, and also in the pit orchestra for both The Wizard of Oz and Phantom of the Opera. He was a member of the Entrepreneur Club and Student Council and on the cross-country team. Next year, Eric plans to attend the University of Calgary for engineering. Lainey Southgate. Lainey started as a boarder in grade 11 and became a day student in grade 12. She's enjoyed pursuing the Bronze and Silver Duke of Edinburgh Awards and is currently working on the completion of the Gold Award. She was a member of the soccer team and took part in outdoor leadership and service initiatives. In September, Lainey will be going to study liberal arts at Providence College in Providence, Rhode Island. Claire Swanston. Claire began as a day student in grade 9. She was one of the heads of Service Council and participated on the school prefect council. She was also involved in leadership for Free the Children and a member of the soccer team. She plans to pursue a degree in biology at the University of British Columbia, Okanagan. For her outstanding commitment to our school's service work, Claire is a recipient of the Brian Dyer Award. Grace Thomas. Grace is a day student who joined SMUS in grade 10. A member of both the Service Council and Concert Band, Grace's passion was her involvement in squash. She's competed at the school, club, national, and international level. Grace will be taking a gap year to play professional squash, and then likely will go to study and play squash at university in the United States. Angie Tian. Angie is a Timmins House boarder and has been with us since grade 10. She was a member of Arts Council, and her beautiful artwork has graced many parts of the SMUS campus and been featured in art shows around the city. She also played on the golf team, and her badminton skills helped Timmins to win in-house games. Next year, she is going to the University of Toronto to study economics. Ryan Tots. Ryan entered SMUS in grade 6. He was part of the Athletics Council, Student Council, and the School Prefect Council, and was also head of the Mandarin Club. He participated on basketball, cross-country, rowing, rugby, and soccer teams, and was an ice hockey player and referee in the community. In addition, he has been a committed volunteer with Community Living Victoria. Ryan has accepted the Moorhead Kane Scholarship and will attend the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, where he plans to study economics and statistics. Doreen Wang. Doreen is a boarder in Winslow House who started at the school in grade 8. This year, she was on the Intercultural Council, the School Prefect Council, and was head of the Fashion Show Committee. A highlight of her time at SMUS was the support she felt when she was in an international modeling competition in China and away from school for 3 months in her grade 11 year. She will move next to New York City in the fall to begin her studies at Fordham University. Alexandra Ward. Alex is a Timmins House boarder who joined us in grade 10. She was a member of Arts Council, was a link leader, and went on the Nicaragua service trip. She played field hockey and was a pod leader at the Leadership and Diversity Conference held this spring. She made Timmins House a home with her awesome baking skills. Alec heads next to Mount Royal University in Calgary, where she would be studying public relations. Jenny Wedd. Jenny is a day student who joined SMUS in grade 9. She's been a member of the Service Council, Free the Children, and Service Leadership. She enjoyed her time on the service trip to Jicarilla, Nicaragua, and in the Link Leaders. This fall, Jenny plans to attend the University of British Columbia to study in the Faculty of Arts. Juliana Wong. Juliana started at school in grade 4. She's been a rowing team member, a link leader, and has participated in Service Council and on the chapel team. She's also enjoyed playing viola in the school orchestra. She will go to the University of Victoria next year to study social sciences. Cherry Zheng. Cherry joined SMUS from China in grade 11 and became a Simon's House boarder. During her time here, she participated in Student Council, Free the Children, and the Health and Wellness Club. She plans to start her post-secondary education at Simon Fraser University in the fall. Teresa Shu. Teresa is a Timmins House boarder who joined the school in grade 8. She's a member of Intercultural Council and the Business Club. Teresa particularly enjoyed her experiences in the Outdoor Leadership Program and on the service trip to Mexico. She also participated in badminton intramurals this past spring. She will enter the Faculty of Arts and Science at the University of British Columbia this fall. Ted Ye. Ted is a Bolton House boarder who started at the school in grade 8. He was a member of the Intercultural Council, Service Council, and the Student Council. His favorite pursuits included being in the swing band, concert band, and being part of the business club and math club. In sports, he was a team member in cricket, tennis, rugby, cross country, and track and field. By far the most efficient duty person in the house, he was always smiling as he upheld the rules with precision and gusto. This fall, he'll be studying at McGill University. Peter Yin. Peter is a Barnacle House boarder from Shanghai who arrived in grade 9. Highlights of his time here include participating in the business club and in senior concert band. Peter welcomes a new challenge this September as he pursues a joint major in economics and mathematics at Boston University. Zakai Yu. Zakai is a day student who started at the school in grade 11. He's a member of Arts Council and the International Council, and he belonged to many clubs at the school, including Math Club, the Health and Wellness Club, Science and Technology, Military History, Intercultural Council, Art Club, Knitting Club, and the Business Club. With all that, he still found time to be on the soccer team. Zakai will be heading to the University of Toronto to begin the Rotman Commerce program this fall. Irene Zhou. Irene is a Winslow boarder who began her time at SMUS in grade 10. She was a member of International Council and also participated in Knitting Club. She was a minor official scorekeeper and participated in boarding house duty. This fall, she plans to attend the University of Toronto to study management and economics. I now invite Denise Lamarche, the Director of Academics, and Angelina Agathopoulos, Junior School Art Teacher, to the stage to present the Lifers.
Good evening. It is my great honor to present the group of lifers in this year's graduating class. Sunny Choi. Sunny embodies the virtues of modesty, reliability, and friendliness. She is a SMU lifer who was born in Cambridge, England, and moved to Victoria in 2002. She joined the school in kindergarten the following year. Sunny was on the Prefect Council, the Service Council, and was head of Free the Children. She was also a link leader, part of the Service Leadership, and Break the Cycle. When not busy with all her service to the school and wider community, Sunny was also a key member of the rowing and squash teams. Sunny will study life sciences at the University of Toronto next year. For her outstanding commitment to the school's service work, Sunny is a recipient of the Brian Dyer Award. Charlie Colby. Charlie embodies the virtues of enthusiasm, creativity, and determination. She is a lifer who began with us in kindergarten. She was a member of Arts Council, Free the Children, and Break the Cycle. Charlie has also played on the basketball and soccer teams and has shown off her singing talents in choir and chapel performances. This fall, she is heading to Queen's University to begin a Bachelor of Music in Voice. For her excellent contribution to the school, Charlie is a recipient of a Headmaster's Award. John Cook. John embodies the virtues of courage, honesty, and service. He is a lifer who started with us in kindergarten. He participated in Athletics Council, School Prefect Council, Break the Cycle, as a link leader, and as head of Free the Children. In addition, John has been a committed player in the rugby program. He has impressed us all with his enduring kindness and good heart. This fall, he will be going to University of Victoria to study elementary education. For his outstanding commitment to our school's service work, John is a recipient of the Brian Dyer Award, and as someone who we would want next door to us as our neighbor for his kindness and commitment to community, he is also recognized as a recipient of the Nation Bowl. Olivia Donald. Olivia Donald embodies the virtues of generosity, loyalty, and respect. She is a SMU lifer with us since kindergarten. Olivia was active contributor to the school community as a member of Athletic Council, the Prefect Council, and she was also head of the dance committee. She will leave a memorable legacy for her avant-garde and edgy videos to promote school dances. Highlights of her time here include being involved in Free the Children for 4 years, as well as playing on the basketball, field hockey, and rowing teams. Olivia will be training to be a paramedic through the Justice Institute of BC. For her excellent contribution to the school, Olivia is a recipient of the Headmaster's Award. Miles Duncan. Miles embodies the virtues of self-discipline, determination, and perseverance. He is a lifer who started as a day student in kindergarten. He participated in Athletics Council at the school, achieved the Gold Duke of Edinburgh Award, and was a member on the service trip to Argentina. He was also greatly enjoyed his time on the SMU rugby team. Miles takes off to Quest University this fall to pursue his degree in liberal arts. Luke Erasmus. Luke embodies the virtues of commitment, modesty, and determination. He is a lifer at the school, having joined us in grade 1 as a day student. He was a member of the athletic and student councils, and he is currently completing the Duke of Edinburgh Gold Award. In recent years, he particularly enjoyed outdoor education and outdoor leadership, as well as playing in the pit and school orchestras. A talented athlete, Luke is a member of the rugby and rowing teams and also rows for the Victoria Sitting Rowing Club. He will attend the University of Victoria to study engineering. Connor Fenton. Connor embodies the virtues of reliability, cooperation, and humility. He is a lifer who started at the school in kindergarten. A member of Athletics Council and the orchestra, he has also participated in Free the Children and as a link leader this year. Connor has been a member of the rowing team and has taken part in outdoor leadership. He will move next to study international relations at the University of Calgary. Hari Economou. Hari embodies the virtues of excellence, trustworthiness, and enthusiasm. He is a lifer and joined us in kindergarten at the junior school. He is a member of Athletics Council, the School Prefect Council, and has been a link leader. In addition, he has participated in the Model UN and honed his skills as a violinist in the orchestra. A committed athlete, Hari has played on the basketball, rugby, and soccer teams. Next year, he will start in general sciences at the University of British Columbia with plans to go into dentistry. As a strong athlete, scholar, and servant leader, Hari is recognized as a recipient of the Carol Lobb Award. Annika Johnson. Annika embodies the virtues of courage, determination, and perseverance. She is a SMU lifer who started in kindergarten as a day student. During her time in senior school, she has been part of Pride Alliance and was a member of the rowing team. After a gap year to work and travel, Annika plans to start her studies at Ryerson University in the business management program. Jordan Kerr. Jordan embodies the virtues of creativity, tolerance, and compassion. She is a lifer who began at SMU in kindergarten. One of her highlights this year was the Music and History Europe Tour. A talented dancer and singer, Jordan was a member of the choir's small ensembles and the cast of Phantom of the Opera. She will attend the University of Victoria to study history. Trent Norris. Trent embodies the virtues of caring, courage, and perseverance. He is a lifer who started at SMU in kindergarten. He has been a keen contributor to the Strings program, a peer tutor, and a member of the rowing team. Next year, he will attend the University of British Columbia to study anthropology. Sarah Owen Flood. Sarah embodies the virtues of orderliness, peacefulness, and humility. She is a lifer who started at the school in kindergarten. She participated in the Academics Council, the School Prefect Council, and was head of the Business Club and Adventures in Public Discourse Club. A peer tutor and outdoor leadership participant, she was a committed member of our school's sailing and volleyball teams. She has also been involved in the school orchestras, Model UN, and on the school newspaper. She heads off to France this fall to begin a dual degree program offered by Sciences Po and the University of British Columbia's Sauder School of Business. For her excellent contribution to the school, Sarah is a recipient of the Headmaster's Award. Sam Perlmutter. Sam embodies the virtues of enthusiasm, joyfulness, and confidence. He is another of the school's lifers, having begun with us in kindergarten. He stood out as a community leader, as head of student council, a student ambassador, and a link leader. Sam also spent time on the courts on the basketball team and served the school community this year on the grad committee. Sam will be remembered for his intellectual engagement and for bringing his great sense of humor and style to SMU. He heads to Montreal in the fall to attend McGill University, pursuing a Bachelor of Arts degree. Olivia Roberts. Olivia embodies the virtues of kindness, integrity, and justice. She is a lifer who began at the school in grade 1. She was a proud member of both the Academic Council and Service Council. Further commitment to service saw Olivia volunteering at the Royal Jubilee Hospital, and she was part of peer counseling in the chapel team. Adept on land and sea, she was a member of the cross-country and sailing teams, as well as a member of the Royal Victoria Yacht Club race team. Olivia's time at SMU was interrupted by a 4-year stint in China, where she attended school and traveled extensively throughout Asia. She will be at Simon Fraser University in the fall, pursuing concurrent degrees in Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science programs. And I would like to congratulate all of our graduates of the class of 2016. Congratulations.
Thank you. I am now delighted to ask this year's head boy, Jasper Johnson, and head girl, Sarah Jones, to come forward to be thanked by next year's incoming head boy and head girl of the class of 2017, Christian O'Keering and Aurea James. You can hug or shake or something like that. You can shake.
Hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Aurea. Christian, my partner in crime, has disappeared. He had to go and leave for a flight. So I will do my very best to present his portion of the speech tonight. Let us pretend that he is here with us and here beside me. Tonight, we are here to express our thanks. First, to the graduating class of 2016, thank you so much for being the people we have looked up to for the past 3 years. If not figuratively, then literally. And second, to Jasper and Sarah, our predecessors, our inspiration, but most of all, our good friends. Christian and I would not be standing here today had we not been inspired by your dedication to this school and your kindness. You have gone above and beyond in preparing us for our positions next year, and for that we are truly grateful. Christian. Thank you both for inspiring leadership within us and for leaving such big footsteps to fill. You continuously have demonstrated that it is truly the people that make the title of head boy and head girl. We hope to emulate the same amount of character, stewardship, and grace that you both had as we lead the Prefect Council next year. We promise to carry on and add to the vision that you two had for the school. To Jasper and Sarah and to the graduating class of 2016, we from the bottom of our hearts wish you luck for your journey. The tribe has spoken. You have been voted off the island. Thank you.
Thank you, Aurea and Christian. It now gives me great pleasure to turn the microphone over to two wonderful students who have already been introduced to us this evening, highlighting both their commitment to our school and their selfless dedication to their peers and everyone in our community. Along with these wonderful characteristics, I also refer to them as the first German chairman of the Mandarin Club and a student who has had 2 best school years ever. With that guessing game in mind, there is little surprise that when it came to representing the 2016 graduating class, these 2 outstanding young people were wholeheartedly supported by their peers. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2016 valedictorians, Ryan Tots and Silke Kuhn.
Life is short and life is long, but not in that order. John Koenig. Perhaps this is true of our high school life too. It dawns with long, winding days of classes, projects, and practices. It moves on to a little bit of testing, a little bit of play, a little bit of work, and before you know it, it blazes into lunchtime meetings, service, and commitments. Looking back, you can't help but wonder how it felt so long when in fact, it was so short. Good evening, faculty, parents, and fellow graduates. I'm honored to address you, the graduating class of 2016, at the curtain call of your high school career. However, first, I need to thank Tim Hortons, infamous deadline extensions, and Yahoo Answers for already solving the exact question for my homework assignments. Without you, perhaps we would be back by the time September rolls around. But honestly, there is a whole community of people that saw us through high school. So to my parents, in fact, to all the parents, whether these past 12 years were spent at SMU or in another corner of the world, thanks for all the love you speak into our lives, for the endless rides, for managing somehow to be our coach, sports commentator, cheerleader, and parents at all of our games, and secretly replacing any dead pet fish when we were young. To the teachers, thank you for pouring your passion into the school. I mean, who in their right mind would choose to work with the delicate, turbulent, hormone-ridden teenage brain day in, day out? You extend grace when grace is needed. You hold us accountable to our commitments, and you see the giants in us when we feel small. Sometimes it's hard to see, but your joy takes hold in the hearts of your students. And of course, to the grad class, my fellow classmates. Thank you for being such spirited, often mischievous, always hilarious, and unfailingly kind people. Whether it was a lead role or an extra, know that you played a part in the story of each other's lives. Coming to St. Michael's University School was like being born on a moving train. Life bustled at a sweeping pace. This was where I learned that I didn't even know what I didn't know. There seemed to be hundreds of clubs, courses, and extracurriculars to choose from. Life in boarding splashed a new adventure, one after the other, on the canvas of my year. Boarding chapels, house dinners, Dairy Queen runs with house parents. Soon, 50 strangers turned into 50 family members. Then classes grew harder, and exams loomed on calendars. Quickly, I realized the importance of discipline and dedication. This was also when I learned that the word studying is, in fact, a contraction for students dying. From the start, we realized that 2016 would be a year of lasts. Autumn brought our last first day of school. We endured one more Remembrance Day ceremony, and we finally sang the lyrics, 12 Drummers Drumming. By spring break, we staged our closing musical performance and went on final service trips. Suddenly, we went to our last chapel, took our last exam, ate our last brown hall meal, had our last class, said our last goodbye. Our grade triumphed in many arenas. We set fire to the squash courts, tore up the rugby pitch, and dominated on the basketball court. Our school is also known for its rowing team, but as an artist once remarked, in a way, we're all rowers, because we move forward through life, facing backwards. We can see where we've come from, but not where we're going. And as we row forward, time flows past us. I believe our lives are made of moments, the ripples we leave in the water as we continue onward. And senior year exploded in a flood of these moments. These ripples in time hurtled past by the thousands. They flowed so fast you could only reach out and run your fingers through the trails they left behind. We marveled in the memories of these moments, which were university acceptances, academic achievements, athletic victories, and musical performances. They were house games, grad pranks, midnight bonfires, a song, a smile, a breath, a heartbeat. Because life is all about moments, isn't it? See, there one slips away. And we have to treasure them before they pass us by, because just like a ripple in the water, they vanish as quickly as they appear. Even now, as you sit here, this moment too will turn into a memory. C.S. Lewis once wrote, "Isn't it funny how day by day nothing changes, but when you look back, everything is different?" After all, momentous comes from moment, because it's in the smallest increments of time that change happens. So unless you've encountered the blazing potential in a student, you have not come across the hope of tomorrow. Unless you've endured an extended assembly, you have never known patience. Unless you've missed number 1 dress in Miss Abreu's homeroom, you can consider fear a foreign concept. And unless you attended SMU, you have not encountered the reaches of joy that a home can offer. SMU grad class of 2016, we are fiery hearts and razor-sharp brains. And as we leave this school today, we each stand on the threshold of our own path. So set fires wherever you go. Ignite your passion and carry your education with pride. And may we always remember our time here under the steady gaze of Mount Tolmie and within the grasp of the sea. Because after all, life is short and life is long, but not in that order. Thank you.
Thank you to Ryan and Silke. As we approach the conclusion of the ceremony, I'll remind all major award winners to return to the stage for pictures, and then we would like to welcome all the grads and their families to light refreshments in the Crothwell Center Quad immediately follow the recession of the faculty and grads. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the singing of the first verse of the school song, followed by Reverend Kevin Fletcher with our final blessing.
You can remain standing. We've been here for a while, and our thoughts are probably starting to wander towards whatever is next on the graduation activity list. But remember what Silke said about moments and ripples and how they pass so quickly. Let's pause and savor a little longer, maybe 90 seconds. But before we get to the end, I have one mind-blowing thought to share with you, grad class of 2016. Are you ready? Here it is. All of this, it's not just about you. Shocking, I know. This is also a big deal for our staff who have walked with you. Your departures represent a real transition for us as well. And then think about your parents and families. Time, money, heart, soul. Try to think of a resource that they haven't put on the table to get you to this point. It's a big deal for them. On top of that, there's a wide world out there, filled with joy and hurt, and you are now a part of it in a new, more mature way. This isn't just about stepping out on your individual journeys, it's also about stepping up as part of the global community. As John Nation would put it, wearing his cricket sweater, you embody hope for the future. You see, this is a big deal for every diverse soul within this room and someday beyond as well. So let's all of us take one last look around and breathe in this very significant moment before the ripples fade to memory. I invite you to join me in prayer. Let us pray. Gracious God, we're thankful for our students with their fiery hearts and razor-sharp brains. We're also thankful for their support crew, parents and teachers, cooks and coaches, all who poured themselves into this most worthy of endeavors. And may all these efforts lead not only to bettering our individual lives, but also to making our world a better, more just, more peaceable place. So we pray, Amen. You're ready. It's time. Go in peace. Vivat.